Now let's get you an exclusive story, and after months of searching, Norwegian firm Telenor has finally found a new partner for its telecom operations in the country. It is likely to be one of the family members of the Sun Pharma group. We've got Arijit Burman, who's Senior Assistant Editor at the Economic Times, now joining us on the phone line with the exclusive details. Arijit, take us through what you have.
Yes, George. After months of uncertainty, finally the Norwegian telecom company Telenor will have an Indian partner. Earlier this month, they actually parted ways with their former partner, with whom they've had a rather tumultuous 18-month relationship. And last month, all outstanding issues were settled between the two. But as you know, Indian laws do not permit a foreign entity to hold 100% in its telecom operations. Maximum you can hold up to 74%. So you need a local partner, and that's exactly what Telenor is going to do. We can now reliably say that this afternoon a formal announcement will be made. It will indeed be one of the family members of the Sun Pharma promoter group who will be the Indian partner for Telenor. The Indian partners will hold 26%. Now, interestingly, it may or may not be Dilip Sangvi. As we know, the Dilip Sangvi is the patriarch or the main promoter of Sun Pharma, India's leading pharma company. The promoter family holds over 60% in Sun Pharma. But what we now gather is that one of his family members will become the Indian shareholder for this new entity. Last month, the 4 million subscribers, the assets from the older joint venture was transferred to a new entity, and that was to bid for the 2G auctions. Now, with an Indian partner, there'll be a new joint venture that will be formed, and together they'll be bidding for the 2G auction. I mean, it's Dilip Sangvi's name, even though Dilip Sangvi may not be the final, may not be involved, but his family has always taken contrarian bets. If you recall, earlier this year, Dilip Sangvi himself decided that he will diversify into power, investing 5,000 crores. So many Indian pharma promoters are deploying their surplus cash and in individual capacities diversifying or branching out into different investments. You have Dilip Sangvi into power, Ajay Piramal, another very big name, after selling out his domestic business to Abbott. He's more of a private equity investor these days, investing in real estate. He's a minority investor in Vodafone's India arm. So Dilip Sangvi's family is doing exactly the same. They have surplus cash and they are deploying it in different ventures. Telecom perhaps is an interesting bet because of the negative news flow surrounding the sector. But then again, it's a call that you take. Telecom it requires heavy investments, requires heavy capex, and this is a family that has funds. Only yesterday, the Forbes rich list came out, and Dilip Sangvi is the 5th richest Indian, personally, with over $9.2 billion of net worth. So here is a high net worth family, and they are actually, I would say, literally bailing out Telenor in their foray in India.
All right, Arijit, thanks very much for bringing us that exclusive story. So, one member from the Sun Pharmaceuticals family is expected to be the 26% partner in Telenor's second India joint venture. Remember, Unitech walked out of that partnership after that whole 2G issue that we had the year before last. There was talk in the market that it could possibly be the Mahindra & Mahindra group that would be investing in taking this 26% stake. But like Arijit just mentioned, it is going to be someone from the Sun Pharma family, and a formal announcement expected later today, late afternoon really today. And we will get further details, I'd imagine, in terms of what extent the JV is going to be funded and various other details.